Just when everyone was passionately discussing the Grim Reaper, the cousin accidentally got knocked into a trash can by a flying soccer ball. Little did she know how dangerous this soccer game. Seeing this situation, the cousin hurriedly chased after her, yelling for the driver to stop, but the driver was lost in his music, completely in his own world. At this moment, the cousin finally realized what was going on as the compactor started up. Was she about to be squashed with the trash? Luckily, Stephen jumped in the car just in time to try to pull her out. But just as they grabbed hands, the cousin barged in, and the driver slammed on the brakes. The cousin was utterly bewildered, like she had just missed the last bus. The Grim Reaper is really efficient in this scene. The heroine scream synced with the kettle's whistle. Everyone mourned the cousin's death. Stephen, baffled by the order change, had Auntie reveal the secret. Turns out, the big cousin wasn't Uncle's biological son, but Auntie Zoop's. Moment. Classic soap opera plot, yet he dodged a bullet. This truth was hard for him to accept. He stormed off. Who understands French family dramas? With deaths piling up, their fate wavered. People were gradually buying what Stephen was selling. Death was unyielding and near. According to his theory, little cousin was next, and upon hearing this, the cousin told he anxiously asked if no one could escape the Grim Reaper's clutches. Meanwhile, Stephen had a light bulb moment remembering a story about a supermom. It was said that at the time of death, her mother didn't get taken down by the Grim Reaper but escaped. Now that's a comeback story. Then it hit him, someone did dodge the Grim Reaper, but the records only hid the name. He had no idea who that was. However, upon hearing the name, Mom knew where they were. Grandma had mentioned in a past letter the person worked at Hope River Hospital. With this lead, the group sprang into action, ultimately finding the person in an autopsy room. She was a regular when the Grim Reaper came to visit. The coroner called out each of their names, and Stephen curiously asked her how she knew Grandma. Iris, that coroner began recalling the past, taking them back decades. She was the little girl who died last. Turns out, when Iris saved everyone, her death was placed last. This explained why she was so familiar with the Grim Reaper's plan. The coroner shared that she helped Iris build that shelter, which is why she knew Stephen and the others' names. After learning their intentions, the coroner offered 2 pieces of advice. The first one was to prolong your life by taking someone else's sounds like a risky game, but this method only prolongs life for a brief time and can't break the cycle of death. To do that, one must use the second rule, die first, revive. A long time ago, a woman named Kimberly did just that. She drowned while being pursued by the Grim Reaper and was subsequently rescued by doctors. But this method is quite risky because one wrong move could literally end your life. If you fail to outsmart the Grim Reaper, the consequences could be even worse. The coroner said she has cancer, like Grandma. Without the Grim Reaper, she might not live long. She hoped Stephen et al. Dodge him, life is precious. With the coroner's departure, the big cousin decided to use the second method to help little brother escape the Grim Reaper. He believed die first, revive meant faking death. Little brother has been allergic to peanut butter since he was young. Why not use that to fake his death? Thus, he planned to buy a snack containing peanut butter, only to find the snack stuck in the vending machine. Furious, the big cousin smacked the glass of the machine. The little brother tried to calm him down, but the glass had already cracked significantly. After a vigorous shake, the snack finally fell out. He then found a random room for little brother to hang out, but guess what? It was an MRI room. With the Grim Reaper's gaze fixed, little brother became the target. As soon as the door closed, the MRI machine powered on. What a terrifying chase. As big cousin wheeled in, the plan kicked off. Little brother would go into anaphylactic shock after munching those nuts, and they'd spring into action just in time to save him. Little brother slowly popped the nuts into his mouth, and soon enough, he reacted. Not long after, he wanted to use the epinephrine to save himself. What a desperate little dude. Due to the intense pain, little brother couldn't hold on much longer and wanted to self-administer epinephrine. Luckily, big brother dodged just in time. Just then, the MRI machine reached maximum magnetism, and oh no. Big cousin's earrings got whisked away. Before he could react, the wheelchair knocked him straight into the machine, birthing the most unfortunate death of all time. Allergic little brother was about to grab the epinephrine, but the nurse outside inconveniently opened the door. It was a fatal accident waiting to happen. Their tragic deaths precisely corroborated the coroner's warning. If you dare to challenge the Grim Reaper and do not succeed, the consequences will be disastrously unimaginable. Now, the uncle's family line had been completely cut off, and the Grim Reaper's next target was Stephen's mother. After discussion, Stephen suggested Grandma's safe house to evade the Grim Reaper. After all, Grandma had been battling the Grim Reaper there for decades, and everyone agreed to go. Just then, Grandma's coin from her note suddenly. After Stephen and the gang left, an old lady picked it up and stuffed it into her purse. Who knows what her deal was? The cabin was safe, but outside was a minefield of traps. Still, Stephen decided to take the plunge. Without hesitation, she drove in and parked perfectly at the cabin door. Impressive driving. However, the seatbelt buckle was broken, leaving her stuck in the seat. Looks like there's no way out now. Stephen could only let his mom and brother go into the cabin first, but just as this settled, a series of chain reactions began. When Mom opened the door, a spark drifted in. Fire hazard. As the safe house was raised, Stephen was trapped in a puddle. Fire and water are merciless. Luckily, Mom wasn't blown to bits. After helping her son escape, she was about to tell him to save his but before she could finish her sentence, a utility pole took her out in an unceremonious fashion. Talk about tragic. Little brother felt heartbroken seeing this, but he understood that the Grim Reaper's next target was his sister, so he rushed into the car to save her. At this point, Stephen couldn't hold on much longer, and as little brother grabbed a knife to cut the seatbelt, she finally lost consciousness. Luckily, her brother pulled her back from death's brink. Upon learning of their mother's tragedy, they embraced and cried.